Alright, episode 2. Just gonna let you guys know that this episode is very interesting, very unique in its own ability. And remember that mod I was talking about that I was like being so worried about? The tough as nails mod? Yeah, that mod starts to kick into effect this episode. So I hope you guys like Autumn, because I don't. Um, so yeah, enjoy the video. So remember last time where we were going westward? So yeah, we are basically picking up where the last episode left off. So I decided to keep going west because I believe there will be some more newer structures and newer things to find out. So after falling into a cave and then being chased by zombies and then having to kill them, I stumbled across a plains biome. And this plains biome had like lava sources, a lot of water, and it was divided between the forest river and then the plains biome, which was actually a seasonal springs biome, but it was a plains biome nonetheless.
Hello, I don't want to look into the eye. There's a bear! There's a bunch of bears!
Now knowing me, sadly I don't have this on clip, but I actually pissed off a bunch of bears and then they chased me into the forest, which I basically found my maker, the skeleton, which he brutally murdered me. When I mean brutally, I mean forcefully. Meanwhile, the next day, I stumble across a sign that says 600 blocks, which I didn't understand what the hell it was talking about, so trusting it, which is not really normal of me to do, I decided to go 600 blocks.
Well, the sign says so. It must be true. Also, just acknowledge the fact it's fucking hot in this area. So, let's hope I don't burn out.
So 600 blocks later, I stumble across a village, a oak village to be exact, and the oak village was stacked with resources. And so I decided to cut down some trees in the area, steal their crops because you can do that, and then next door is a abandoned village. So while I was just exploring that shithole, I also found one of my favorite animals. Not one of my favorite animals, but one of up there favorite animals. A platypus.
Also see more of the fucking map, that's crazy. What the hell is this? Oh my god, the Larry Platypus! It's Larry the Platypus!
While meeting Larry the platypus, I also found a stone ruined tower, and in it was bones. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because I've always wanted a dog, one of the dogs in the mod, and I finally got bones, so I could finally have a best friend. And let me tell you, I was very happy.
Man's best friend. Best friends forever.
While making friends with a dog, I realized one scary thing was coming around the corner. A very cold winter. So, waking up, I started right away to build a house. I was very delayed. It was already about to be autumn, which I told myself I would build my house, or at least to get the first floor done before autumn. And I barely even worked on the house. It was so embarrassing. I was too busy scavenging, looking for cool places to go, and all that stuff. So I had to really quick make this house, and I was basically now on a timer for life or death. So, yeah. Something that I definitely recorded and showed you guys, which I failed to mention, was a waypoint. When I was still at the village, I destroyed a waypoint because I saw it useful. And what makes it so useful? Well, this waypoint was basically a teleporter, which if you have multiple waypoints, you can teleport to certain spots. And since I could break this waypoint, which normally in some mods you can't even do that, I took the opportunity and take it. So I decided to build a room just for it. And what better room to put it in would be my armory. Some of you guys can probably agree on this, and personally as a professional builder, this always happened to me. boredom. You know, I always got bored building buildings like these. So when I ever get bored, I sing my heart out to old songs. And I am so happy and lucky enough to record myself singing.
Soldiers of the Queen, my lads, who's seen, my lads, who's been, my lads, and the fine falling and glory, lads, and the served by glory, let's sing. And when we say we've always won, and when the snow is done, rallies went to everyone, being the soldiers of the Queen.
While singing that beautiful hymn, I continued building my armory. My armory would have not just like armors and swords and weapons, but also have a lot of adventural stuff like loot that I got from a dungeon or all that stuff. Pretty cool. Meanwhile, after I got done the armory, I decided to go to the beach, the nearby beach near my house, to collect some sand. I needed sand to, well, make windows. I also want to make a sunroom, which a sunroom is basically a room where you put your plants in. It's for the sun to make them grow. And that's actually kind of how it works in this mod, where if there's sunlight coming through a window, your plants will grow faster. So I wanted to build that. Meanwhile, after putting sand in the furnace, of course I got bored again. So I went to dungeon hunting. Remember that dungeon I was like, hell no, in the first episode? Well, I got the courage to come back, and I found some really good shit. Like, we're talking about diamonds, totems, all these great things, and a lot of gold. So, with that, I made myself a shit ton of golden apples.
Yeah, this is fucking November right now, and it's already freezing. Yo, it is literally freezing. Like, it's freezing over there, look. It's freezing. This is not good. It is about to be winter. I was about to, like, refill up, and I saw this lake is now frozen. This little pond thing is frozen. This is not okay.
Like a duck in duck season, all my plans got shut out the window. So, winter's here. Fuck. So, I had to build my house quick. I didn't even have my first floor roof done. I didn't even have the second floor done yet. And the snow started falling into the fucking building. And, oh fuck, I'm really screwed. At this moment, I realized that, winter was here, and it was gonna get a lot worse. It was still warm, though, so I was pretty happy about that. But how long do I have until it doesn't become warm?
This is gonna be a really shitty system later down the line. I need to get some, like, rails. Well, that's one way.
Well, there goes that idea, Savo. I don't know why I did this. This was dumb on my part. I thought that I didn't have the totem with me. I thought that the totem only worked if you had it in your hotbar. I didn't know if you just had it in your inventory, it will save you anyways. I literally just wasted a totem for no reason. I just wanted to kill myself. That sounds worse in my head. Sorry, not worse in my head. It sounds worse saying that. But the point is, I wanted to end my life so I can come back with full health. I was so pissed when this happened. I literally could have used that for like a dungeon hunt. Ah, Jesus Christ. The next day, winter was almost here. The river got even more cold and it was starting to actually kick in. The winter was very painful. I actually decided just to stop building my house. Since I'm already at this time now, I did this off camera, I forgot to record, but I finished the first floor ceiling, and I decided to go outside and probably build something outside of my house. I was also thinking on the other side of the river, I wanted to build like a little town or something like that. So I started building like a little factory thing. And I'm still working on it to this day. So remember when I said that it was still warm? That night, it finally snowed. And I was scared. Because if it's snowing, it's cold enough for it to snow. That means it's about to get really fucking cold. And I am not prepared for that. And how cold? We're talking about freezing temperatures. I've actually have died from the frostbite. It was that bad. And zombies are not immune. They are immune from it. And every creature around me is immune to it, besides me. It was so hell the first night. And when I looked at my calendar, it was the first day of winter. I was late. And I would suffer the consequences. Dying from a baby zombie. A fucking baby zombie. This is so horrible. This is what I was talking about. The fucking weather will kill you. This was a new hell I just fucking stepped on. I wanted to quit. Well, I kind of did. There was a part of me saying I wanted to quit now. It's just too hard. But I was like, no, I can do this. This is just the beginning. It can't get any worse. And I was semi-right. It got worse weather-wise. So the next day, I wanted to find some better armor. Since I know from here on out I'll be going dungeon hunting and trying to find more better materials, I'm going to need better armor. So I looked on my inventory wiki. I like to call it inventory wiki. It's the items search engine, and I found steel ingots, and steel ingots can make steel plating, brass plating, and the way to make steel is to use iron. And iron will give you steel to make knight armor, and knight armor is actually better than netherite. And I was like, well, shit, I have a whole bunch of iron. Well, I thought I did. Look in the chest, I had absolutely nothing, and I need a hell of a lot of iron. So dungeon hunting I went. And speaking of dungeon hunting, it went as well as you thought it did.
Oh! Why glory, let's sing when we say we always when it's
Yeah, it was not fun. Bright side though, got a lot of iron, got to make my stuff, and I started looking really cool. Downside was I had an aneurysm doing it. Lovely. Fucking lovely. Either way, I hope you guys had fun watching this. I had a blast making this, and an aneurysm and a stroke, and all the weird shit that was going on, but I really hope you guys enjoyed my adventure. I really like doing these videos, and I like monologuing, and just doing documentaries on my videos. So if you like it, comment down below your favorite part, subscribe, and like. Yeah. See you next time.